So we all clap together. It enhances the energies and releases a lot of happiness within ourselves. So we can all clap. And our thought of making a victory sign, a bold victory sign, you can say it at your home loudly. Happier me, happier world. This is the way to end. Happier me, happier world.
Happier world. Happier me, happier world.
Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Have a great.
Friends who have joined in. So I take this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Khushbu Asher. I have more than a decade of experience into business HR. With my last stint, I worked with Indiabulls as Assistant Vice President. My work included blue chip hiring, mass hiring, restructuring, departmental setup from scratch, employee performance management. Presently, I am associated with Mr. Puneet Parashar, joining his professional happiness movement as a circle director for Mumbai. My objective is to spread the cause of 7 segments of happiness. So let's welcome today's speaker and group founder of Happier Beings, Mr. Puneet Parashar. He has more than 16 years of experience into corporate and people management. With his keen interest, he had started his own venture of professional happiness coaching since 2016 and running it successfully across organizations. His idea behind formation of this community is to spread professional happiness across the globe. Over to you, Puneet ji. Please do share us about today's webinar and discussion. Way forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To give best from my side. So at the body level, at what is exactly happening in our mind is a very simple thing, a release of this hormone. Now, this release of the hormone in the body will escalate and it will go off. While the promotion letter will stay, increment will stay. Once you have increased someone's salaries, it will stay. Once you have given them a reward or a certificate, it will stay. Promotion will stay. But dopamine will not stay. It will spike up and it will go down. So no wonders after getting what you want to get or after achieving what you have thought to achieve, people feel unfulfilled after some time. They say, hey, now what? So as per research, that time is 15 days. So if I get a promotion letter, I'll be happy for 15 days. After that, I return back to my own original happiness set point. So the thought we are saying is, we are in a way creating a hole in the revenues. Similarly, they have made a study which says 85% of the people are disengaged at work. We all know that. And the revenues loss which they are saying is the same amount. $550 billion to $650 billion, which means whole of that money which is spent for motivation, whole of that exercise is going down the drain. So that's the thought we are coming in from, and we are talking about doing something different which can sustain the dopamine levels in individual. And we understand that real happiness, it takes nothing, but it gives everything. But conditional happiness takes many things, but it gives limited things back to yourself. And that's how the organization modules has been. And we are thinking to bring a happiness portfolio and circles of happiness. How we can reduce the burden on the bottom line and the revenues in these times and still achieve the level of motivations and level of happiness and joy, which will lead towards more efficiency, productivity, focus. Dopamine is also a hormone which enhances the focus. Now, we have thought to see 3 angles here, which is body, mind, and nutrition. All of these 3 leads to build happiness set points. So when I say happiness set points, it is a point where we operate on our levels of happiness, including the stress, like you have surge and spikes. So if, for example, I'm not talking about happiness index. For example, I speak about myself. my happiness in set point is 5. So my experience of my day in day out is surging and spiking, which means I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling sad is happening at a set point level of 5. But by creating a portfolio and by creating circles of happiness, I'm able to raise my set point from 5 to maybe 10. So I'm experiencing my happiness a scale of 5 ahead. But still there will be surge and spikes, but I'm happier. So thus this concept of happier beings is there. We are not talking of being happy, we are talking of being happier. So now how do we do this? How do we bring this concept of happiness portfolio? So we have made 3 dimensions: body, mind and nutrition. So I take you to that slide now. So this is happiness portfolio, BDM, and it revolves around 3 essentials of our own inner happiness, which is I've tried to make the bullet points and segment it in that manner. So B relates with body, M relates with mind, and D relates with the diet piece. So we are trying to pooling in experts, our authority in their area of, let's say, if I'm speaking about body, I'm speaking about physiology. If I'm speaking about mind, I'm speaking about psychology. If I'm speaking about diet, I'm speaking about nutrition. So the endeavor of us is to see and pool in authorities and experts in these domains, and we are lucky enough to have them with us. And on the mind piece, as I said, that I have done a lot of research in last 4-5 years through the science of happiness and through the Indian scriptures. Whole lot of study has already been done, and people have researched and studied and said many things. We don't have to do anything but just to pick and implement in a more structured and a systematic way where we come in. So like for example, I was talking about Aarti ji. She is 8 years research in Atharvaved. We have made a training module on professional happiness for employees and leaders and students. Bringing in the goodness of shlokas and designing that into training programs. So that's the mind piece. So now her is following her exercise regime for 20 minutes a day. The dopamine levels will sustain. Cold showers, dopamine shots goes up by 250% as per research. Maintaining right body mass index. If you increase your weight, your dopamines will go down, your motivation will go down. Doing some dance, so we call this as a victory dance. Like if you see, our lot of scriptures before has built dance as a systematic, and that's how the dance is there in our society. So it's a very innate form which has come out to humans from ages. So if you incorporate that, your dopamine levels will go. No wonder, in offices today we see people breaking into dance parties, but we are talking about certain ways to go about it. Then sleeping well, it raises your dopamine level. Hugging your nears and pets. So dopamine is skin centric. So in COVID world, still your family members are there, your pets are there who are healthy. You can just go and hug them and increase your dopamines straight away. Massages. So this has been a very systematic practice from age old. When people are tired, now it has become a profession. So we have spas and all those things. But it's a good practice. We have designed something which you can do at home on your own itself. Then exposure to sun. So that escalates your dopamine. We move on to the mind piece, like writing contrast notes. Now this piece we'll do for a minute in the session little later. I'll describe you a very interesting anecdote on this, and this is experiential practice which I was speaking before on the writing therapy. So be ready with your paper and pen. We'll do this piece. Then celebrating all your wins at work. So in case if your managers, and in case there is a practice which is very systematic and it makes the employees lean towards celebrating all your wins at work. It could be daily. I hear bringing celebrations as part of work as a very big thing in some organizations. So they devise bringing in celebration in each of their work. So this is a very important piece. And then patting all your completion of task at work. Moment you complete a task, you pat yourself. Now this escalates your dopamine. Now imagine if you are bringing this as a practice in your daily work, your dopamine's level will always maintain a higher levels. You will be always motivated to do a structured task, a focused task, and a hobby involving focus, like for example Lego. Any hobby which incorporates focus will increase your dopamine, will increase your motivation. Creative thinking, like creative things, story writing, photography, acting, singing, music. Research has proven that all these creative things increases your motivation level, increases your dopamine. Discovering new things, like for example in work, when we are doing, if we have a practice where we are able to create a scenario that yes, we have discovered a new thing, a new set of experience, a new set of doing work, it increases the dopamine. Meditating at work. So these days we are seeing at the beginning of the meeting, at the end of the meeting, during the work, we are having meditating hours, we are having meditating minutes. People call this as, we call this as happy hours, building that element into day in and day work. And moving on to the diet piece. So all of this which I've mentioned is food ingredients which escalates the dopamine. Now it's very simple to see, but it is very potent to have your motivation levels. So we are trying to bring a happy diet chart for across the ladder. Like for example, people who have to do more of mental work, the leadership, people who have to do more of a frontline work, and we are bringing a diet chart from them. So what can be a right diet which enhances their happiness level? So we are calling this as a happy diet chart. So on these three things we are working. So if I say you take more curd, you take more probiotic drink, you decrease your sweeteners diet, increase your vitamin D, takes more of oats, mushrooms and fish, you will increase your dopamine. And not just, for example, in an organization, if we bring a diet chart and if we bring that in our weekdays, so we are trying to make that as a systematic from our side, and we are saying this as a happy diet. So we are working in these three areas. So we call this as happiness portfolio. And how to do this is through happiness circle. Like for example, now this is a very interesting thing. For example, there is a set of 5 people who in your organization are more leaning towards happiness. We identify them, we make a group of them, and we leave them with this certain set of practices, which is in the form of exercise, that is on the body piece. Another is the form of the mind side, which is there, and on the diet side. If there are 5-10 activities which needs to be done throughout the week, and those 4-5 people among themselves are able to create a mind share that they're practicing that in their daily life at work and at home. And today the work and life has just disintegrated. We are speaking about seamless work and seamless life. So it is very easy and much possible to do this. We are not saying diet at office where the canteen services come in. We are talking about diet at home, which is easily addressable and doable in these times. So if those 4 or 5 people, we are throwing them a chart and we are throwing them a checkbox, and we are making a circle of happiness. As you have a quality circle, we are talking about happiness circle, and those 4 or 5 people are able to set their day going through these check boxes on the body piece, on the mind piece, on the diet chart, and see and share their experience after a week or after a fortnight, and see how their motivation level is. So that's the idea. That's the idea of Happiness Circle. And after 15 days review, and in case they're finding things good, bring a case study of that and relate it to their larger teams, larger colleagues, with the help of the manager in a systematic and a structured way where we can come and facilitate. And we call this as a structured program of Happiness Circle at work. So what will happen is, somebody who is not got promoted, somebody who has not got incentives, somebody who's not got his salaries in time, maybe in these scenarios where we are, there's a huge pressure, revenues are going down, bottom lines are going up, people are talking about salary cuts, people are talking about delayed salaries. So in these times, if we do these activities, certain set of activities, your motivation level will remain up. Your motivation level will still be there, because dopamine is a practice centric, not event centric. So this is the thought, and we feel, and through the work we have done before in some of small format teams have brought results to us, and now we want to escalate this in a more professional manner. So we have experts who is coming and joining our diet piece, experts who are coming and joining on our body piece, experts who are coming and joining in our mind piece, and we are forming a structured program for organizations to take. So now what I will do is, I will raise a scenario to you. Before we end, we have a routine to clap. So we all clap together. It enhances the energies and releases a lot of happiness within ourselves. So we can all clap. And our thought of, making a victory sign, a bold victory sign, you can say it at your home loudly. Happier me, happier world. This is the way to end, Happier me, happier world.
Happier world. Happier me, happier world.
Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Have a great